Good morning, Maine 40 community, and welcome back to the channel of Embracing Aging in Your 40s. This morning, I wanted to start off in my kitchen to show you my morning drink. About 3 years ago, I substituted away from having that cup of coffee or espresso in the mornings to having a green tea matcha latte. And since then, I feel a lot better. I don't know if it's just in my mind, but I actually think that matcha latte is benefiting my health and contributing towards that healthy glow of the skin. Why is matcha good for the skin? The reason why matcha is so good for the skin is because it's packed with two elements. The first is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is naturally occurring in the tea leaf, and it's what gives it that rich green color. Chlorophyll is also packed with other nutrients, including antioxidants. The second component is one that's called L-theanine, and I recently learned about this myself. But L-theanine is also found in the tea leaf, and it helps towards enhancing mood, increasing your focus, and as well as concentration. Green tea is also known to help speed up the metabolism, and as we age, metabolism tends to slow down. So for those who are particularly keen on balancing their weight or losing weight, green tea is a good way to help boost that metabolism, and it's also really easy to consume because it tastes really great. When you are consuming a matcha powder, you are actually taking in the whole entire tea leaf because a tea leaf is ground into a really fine powder. It's different from steeping the tea leaves and then throwing the leaves away. The taste is actually less bitter because the leaves of the green tea that are used are very young, and it's because it's grown in the shade, it is really concentrated with all those nutrients that you want to take in. These are the ingredients that I'd like to incorporate into my morning drink. First, let's start off with the matcha powder. While I was in Korea, I had the opportunity to travel to a green tea farm, and it gave me a lot of insight as to the whole process of growing the tea leaf, drying it, and then processing it into a powder. It's one that I truly appreciate, and I feel that it becomes a part of the mindset of when you're consuming a drink is to understand how it's processed and how it lands into the shelves of the grocery store. When looking for a green tea matcha powder, I've tried quite a few. A lot of them vary in tastes and color. I like to look for one that is very, very fine because it absorbs better into the water without the lumpy lumps that get in the way of the taste. And I also like to look for ones that are pure, so there's no sugar or any other flavor components added to it. This is one that I really enjoy. It's a brand called Matcha, and you can find it in most health food stores. It is a product of Japan, and it only contains the one ingredient, which is matcha tea leaves. It's easy to mix in whether you're using the whisk or if you are just blending it into your drink. You'll find that it's a very concentrated, rich green color, which gives it that pack of flavor, but then you don't have the clump. In addition to the matcha, I also like to add some collagen powder. And we all know collagen and the benefits of having that skin that's high in elasticity and also very tight, and collagen helps with the glow as well. This is a form of collagen that's by Great Lakes. The powder itself is also really, really fine, so it mixes well into the drinks, and it doesn't have a taste, so you don't have to even think about that you're taking in collagen in the mornings with your latte. I also mix in a protein powder just because I'm working out and I like to have that extra bit of protein without having to mix it in with anything else. This one does not have a taste, it's vegan. The instructions actually say to mix it well with almond milk or any other type of beverage. It's a great addition to a smoothie as well. So I add a little bit of this to the matcha. MCTs is another ingredient that I add into my matcha latte. This one is really rich in flavor. It's by St. Francis, and I found that when I add it into my drink, it tastes really great with the balance of the green tea matcha. For those who don't like the taste of coconut oil, there's also this option, which is a non-flavored coconut oil, but you still get the same healthy oil benefits to help with maintaining that tight, elastic skin and help with the turnover as well. Ashwagandha is also added to my matcha lattes. It's a root that's ground into a powder, and it's a word that it took me a long time to figure out how to pronounce, ashwagandha. It's known for its calming properties as well as stabilizing the mood, and probably better to be taken at night because it helps towards a restful sleep. It's another form of a natural melatonin. But in the mornings, I'd like to take it because of the calming factor. When I put it into my matcha latte, it helps make it a lot more palatable because of all the other ingredients that I have going on. The ashwagandha is something that I like to use very, very sparingly, less than a teaspoon. It has a medicinal taste, very bitter, and it's very potent. So when mixed with the matcha, I find that it's a lot easier to intake and it helps towards that good health and well-being. Now I'll just put everything into a blender because that's convenient and easy. By putting it into a Vitamix, I find that you actually get some foam as well. After it's blended, you want to put it into one of your favorite mugs. It's such a delicious drink, and when it comes right out from the Vitamix, it's warm and it has a bit of the froth on top, giving it that latte factor. You don't actually need to use a milk frother and clean different types of tools. Using the Vitamix or a different blender will help you get that foam just naturally. I find that a matcha tea latte was an easy transition for me because I do get the caffeine boost in the morning, but the body breaks down green tea differently in that it's steady and slow over a longer period of time than coffee is. With coffee, sometimes you may get that spike of energy that really fades off and then you get that crash early in the afternoon. But with green tea, I find that I don't get that crash. It stabilizes and I have a good level of energy throughout my workday. So I hope that this video enticed you to give matcha tea lattes a try. You certainly don't have to put in all the ingredients like I did in the beginning. Just the matcha powder, warm water, and milk, whether it's dairy that you like or non-dairy milk, and a little bit of honey. It helps you transition away from coffee and appreciate the taste of a green tea matcha latte. I'm going to enjoy my drink now, and I hope that you will enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know whether or not you feel that it's benefiting your health or your skin. Thanks very much and take care. So good.